Alright guys, today we have a 2015 Lexus RX350. What we're gonna do here is oil change. Alright guys, right underneath the car you're gonna find the oil pan right here. Alright, you're gonna see the exhaust go right by it. There's a sensor here. Right there is number 14 for the oil pan. So what we're gonna do here is, first we're gonna remove that. Alright, that 14 right there. So you need a wrench or a ratchet with the number 14 socket. You're gonna go counterclockwise. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. So if you're looking at it, lefty will be loosey. Make sure you have a drain bucket to catch the oil in. So what I'm gonna do is, this plug is loose. I'll simply take this plug and I'll remove it. And all the oil will come down. Alright, and there you go. I have the drain plug in my hand, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna give it a good 10 minutes for this to drain out, and then we'll come back and we'll put the drain plug back in, and then we'll remove the oil filter. This one has a canister which is right next to the pan over to this end. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give this a good 10 minutes to drain out. We'll be right back. Alright guys, so the oil is finished draining. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my drain plug here. I'm going to put the drain plug and I'm going to catch a couple of threads by hand first. Make sure you wipe off the extra oil. And do not forget to tighten this bolt, alright? This is a drain bolt. The oil drainer. Make sure it's nice and tight, alright? And don't just yank it too hard either, because you'll strip it. You gotta have a good feel to it. Alright, there we have it. We drained the oil. Now what we'll do is, while we're looking at this, I just want to show you guys. I'm gonna take the camera with me right over here. You see this little thing right here? That's where the filter is. The filter's in there, right? So what I'm gonna do here is, let me fix up my camera. It's a little too high, I believe. And I'll put my light somewhere else so we can get a better angle. Alright guys, so we're gonna remove this filter housing right here. But first, we're gonna remove the center cap, right? All you need is a ratchet, an extension, and this little lid here is gonna come off. This has oil inside, and this is where we're gonna drain the oil from. And it also has a small O-ring. We're gonna replace the O-ring right there. You see the orange O-ring right there? We're gonna replace that. All right, so here's the filter. Inside this filter, you're gonna find two seals, and then this little plastic piece right here. This is a drainer. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drain this. We're gonna insert the drainer in there, and it's gonna release most of the oil inside that filter housing. So all you do is you take this drainer and it twists right on, and then you're gonna see oil start to shoot out, just like that. All right, so give it a good minute or 2 minutes. It doesn't take that long. And we'll wait for it, and then you can take a pick and pop off that seal right there, that little O-ring right there. And that's where we're gonna put the new O-ring right there, and we're gonna wait, let's give it a few minutes and let this thing drain out. Alright, so it's finished draining. We're gonna remove that drainer. Okay. So all you do is you turn that drainer out. And what we'll do next is we're gonna take the little O-ring. It came in the package with the filter, right? A lot of people don't replace this. A lot of mechanics, a lot of oil lube techs. I used to be a lube tech at Honda. This is a good idea to change this, because this usually leaks. It'll leak over time. And after that, just get the seal in position and just make sure it aligns in there, right? Usually it doesn't want to stick there. It gives you a few seconds, it stays up there. Alright, there we have it. Make sure you tighten this, all right? Do not forget. So we're gonna take our ratchet with the extension and we're just gonna tighten this by hand. There you go. And next what we'll do is we'll remove the cap. We're gonna remove this oil filter housing cap. To remove this, you need a special tool. It's just a cap, just like this. This is made for Toyotas and Lexuses. And you're gonna need number 24 that goes on back of that. Extension and a ratchet. So you take that cap. Usually these are tight. I'm gonna stay back a little bit. There you go. This still probably have a little bit of oil in there, so be careful. Once it's loose, you can remove your tool and you can do it by hand, but use the tool to tighten it back up. And this is gonna have an O-ring also. It's got its own seal. There you go. Filters out. That's the canister right there. And here we have the housing. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the O-ring of this. And you have another O-ring that's left. That's the last of it. So it comes with 2 O-rings. So you can use a pick and just take off that seal. Make sure you put the seal back exact point where you took it off from, which is all the way in the bottom. All right, to the same groove that you took it off. And make sure you put a little bit of oil on the seal, just rub it around. Once you have that, you're gonna take your new filter. You're gonna put the filter in there, right? Either direction. It's not a directional. And now, I'm sorry. What we'll do is we're gonna take this filter housing back, and we're gonna tighten this with the same tool, all right? And make sure you wipe off the extra oil. Now we'll tighten it, and then we'll bring the car back down, and we'll put the oil in this car. This car takes 6.5 quarts of oil. Customer brought his own oil, synthetic Mobil 1. All right, so we're gonna tighten this, and we're done down here. Just nice and tight touch to it, and we're finished. All right, guys. So we're gonna put oil in this car. You're gonna open this cap right here. You're gonna put a funnel right there. This car takes 6.5 quarts, but the customer brought 6 quarts of oil, and yeah, he's gonna put 0W20. That's what this car takes. So 6.5 quarts, but he said he'll put the half himself. Alright, so we're gonna put this, and then we're gonna come back right after he's done putting most of the oil. Alright guys, we got most of the oil in there. Just this is number 5 quart, and then we got 1 more left. After that, just reset the oil light. If you need to know how to reset the oil light, I'll make another video. That'll be my next video on this. You can just search for 2015 Lexus RX350. Alright, so this is the last quart, and we're done. After this, make sure you put the oil cap back on. Do not forget. Alright, so we're going to take this last bottle, then we're going to remove the funnel. And we're gonna put the cap back on and we're finished.